Peacemaker episode 8, which is the finale of season 1, which we are getting a season 2, but I think when I talk about my criticisms of this episode, kind of relates to us not knowing whether or not we're going to get a season 2. The show feels more like a mini-series watching this episode, because, a mini-series, not a mini-series, like a limited series where it's just one season long. And I say that because this episode is a really great wrap-up to the whole season. By the way, spoilers. But, it was, I think watching this episode did a really good job of, illustrating to me how much this season did a good job at making a show where you don't just like this character Peacemaker, but you like everyone. You like the characters who don't have superpowers or that aren't supervillains, which is very rare if you think about it in any superhero movie or show, right? Because, think about a Superman movie, right? You don't really give a shit about Lois Lane. Now, in the comics, sure, Lois Lane has a lot of great character moments in the comics, blah, blah, blah. She's obviously a character who's lasted decades in the comics for a reason, but not so much in the movies because, well, who cares, right? The human characters, the non-superpower characters, you don't really care about. But all these characters are part of the team. They're all interesting. They're all funny. And they all had a great dynamic. Every moment in the finale where they're wrapping up these characters after they do their final battle type shit, you're watching it going, yeah, this feels right. They set up all the characters right and where they were going to go. So when I watch this episode, I go, oh, is this not the end of the season? Not the end of the season, because it feels like a series finale, And I think that's because they didn't know they were going to get a season 2, and James Gunn probably didn't think they were. So he just wrote it into a corner where, not so much a corner, but kind of an ambiguous ending where if they wanted to do more, they could, but it feels enough like a series finale that you wouldn't care if they don't make more. And I like that kind of approach. I feel like every show should have that kind of writing where by the end of each season, it should feel like a series finale. Because we have too many shows that come out now and just don't finish their stories. But this show was luckily successful enough to get a season 2, and it deserves one after everything it did. It's a good show. We had a great cameo from the Justice League. Though what I don't understand about the Justice League cameo, it's obviously an executive decision not to show Superman, because Superman was we don't know if Henry Cavill's coming back. Fine. And you don't see Gal Gadot's face, because obviously the show didn't have the budget for Gal Gadot. But what I don't understand is why didn't they just not show them in this episode at all? Why didn't they just have it to be the tag team and make a joke about it and have Aquaman and the Flash there? Why not? Because they didn't have Batman there, and that's obviously because we know Ben Affleck Batman's not there. So to me, it's why are they not there? It's also weird that you see the Aquaman's face and they make a joke about him doing the nasty in the past to a fish, right? And he's in this episode. And you see the Flash face, and they make a little joke, and it's a funny joke. It's a joke that had build-up throughout the entire season, which is crazy. This stupid-ass joke had the build-up the whole season. It had more build-up than Cad Bane showing up in the book of Boba Fett. This joke about Aquaman doing the nasty with fish. I'm just saying, it's just, so dumb. But yet, it happened, and it's kind of cool. And it was, but I just don't know why they had to show Superman and Wonder Woman. Why are they here exactly? They don't really need to be here. But good season, good show. Definitely worth your time if you're a DC fan. If this is the route we're going with DC, cool. Because the films aren't doing it for me. They're not doing it for a lot of people. But this show is. And that's a good sign of things to come.